Computer Game Engines, currently replaying the 1990 Major League Baseball season, PC Baseball, and we're attempting to win the National League West as the Los Angeles Dodgers manager without letting Alfredo Griffin see a half inning on the field. We're currently 5 games up on the Giants with 5 games to go. That means any win by the Dodgers or San Francisco loss clinches the division. After much debate in my own head, we've decided to not go with Mike Hartley today, at least not to start. In the second game of a 3-game set against the Giants in San Francisco, the reasoning there is, even though we could have him start and he could potentially pitch a complete game, I would rather have him come in on the back end if somebody can actually get us halfway through the game or close to that and win it that way. If that doesn't occur in the next 2 games against San Francisco, I'm willing to let him start a game against the San Diego Padres to try to win one there. Now, also, on the flip side, beyond the fact that I need to win this game somewhere, either the Dodger win or San Francisco loss, I also have to weigh against the longer this takes, the higher the risk of somebody getting injured on my team, position player-wise. We currently have only one pitcher out, who should be back in a couple games. But you're looking at the playoffs here, and you're thinking, I want my full roster there, so I'm itching to just empty the bench and get players like Eddie Murray, Cal Daniels, like Scioscia, sitting on the bench with a seatbelt on, at least until the playoffs come up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So that's the balancing act that I have to play as manager today, beyond the regular one of attempting to win the baseball game. So as the games load, there you see the schedule for today. Big game in Boston. Toronto with a has to win, must-win game or they're eliminated against Boston. While Detroit is still alive, Minnesota is still alive. Baltimore will play a doubleheader the next game. But big game here, Oakland against Texas. But we'll focus on this one right here. The Dodgers at 91 wins will take on San Francisco and their ace, Rick Russell, in an attempt to win the division today. So let's suit up and play the game. If you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you know that we go with OPS against right. As we build our lineup, Eddie Murray will lead off and play first. Cal Daniels in left field. Mike Scioscia behind the plate. Jose Gonzalez has turned into a clutch performer here for us in the late stages of the season and as a starter. He'll bat cleanup. He's a janitor today. Stan Javier will go into right field. Lenny Harris will play second. Mike Sharperson will play third. Jose Vizcaino will man the shortstop position between second and third. And pitching, again, after much debate, Tim Belcher is available, and he'll give it his best shot to try to finish this series and finish off the division against the most hated rival, Giants. It's a nice clear day, 65 degrees, with the winds blowing in slightly at 2 miles an hour. Rick Russell has started 4 games against the Dodgers. He's 3-0 with a 1.59 ERA, Will Clark is on a 10-game winning streak. So, and Tim Belcher is only 1-2 with the 7-8-9. So not high hopes here today. Probably will not clinch today, but that's why we play the game. Here we go. Leading off Eddie Murray. Strikes out. One down for Daniels. Cal, good numbers on the board. There's a pitch by Russell. The liner right at Thompson. 2 down for Scioscia. And he hits one past Williams and down the third baseline into the corner. Rick Parker, who's starting for the injured Kevin Mitchell, chases after it. Picks it up. Looks like Scioscia is going to pull into second with 2. And with 2 outs, Jose Gonzalez has a chance for an RBI home run, big home run in the last game. Facing Russell, he strikes out. Second K for Russell. We're through half an inning. The Dodgers nothing. The Giants coming up to face Tim Belcher for the first time. Butler will start off, and he strikes out. 1 out for Clark. Pitch by Belcher. The ground ball to Harris. He's waiting for it. Coming in on the grass. Quick throw to Murray gets him by a couple strides. 2 down for Leach. Pitch by Belcher is a liner right into center. Is going to drop it, does. Base hit. Leach is on. A 2-out single for Parker, who has terrible numbers in the box every time he steps in, but somehow gets on base all the time, it seems like. Here's the pitch. Liner right at Harris, moving to his right, makes the catch. We're through 1. Nobody's scored yet. Javier, Harris, and Sharperson for the Dodgers against Russell. The ground ball to Riles. He's waiting for it. He's got it. Flips over to Clark. 1 out for Harris. Pitch to Lenny is a ground ball right on the line to Clark. He'll just back up himself. Step on the base. 2 out. Next up is Sharperson. Pitch by Russell. Is a liner into left. Is it going to fall? It looks like it is. It bounces in front of Parker. That's the first Dodger hit. Excuse me, the second Dodger hit. We had the double by Scioscia. And a runner on for Vizcaino with 2 outs. Sharperson, 79% chance to steal here, but we're not taking it. And Vizcaino strikes out. That's Russell's third strikeout. We're through 1.5. 0-0. Belcher facing Matt Williams, Kennedy, and Riles, and this is where we start to pitch around. Belcher is known for the bombs, 24 on the season. Trying to pitch around these guys who do have great power, and Williams just showed it off there. That may be gone. Way back. But Daniels has a bead, and he makes the catch. Was that on the track? Makes the catch on the track for the out. Woo! Pitching around helped there. 1 out for Kennedy. Pitch by Belcher. Fly ball to center. Gonzalez to his left. Coasting. Makes the one-hand grab. It's a great play, in fact. Deep fly ball. He dives and hauls it in. 2 out for Riles. Pitch by Belcher is a fly ball to right. Javier inching in. Calling off Gonzalez, who's behind him, and makes the catch. We're through 2. And nobody has done anything yet. To the top of the third, Belcher leads off. And he gets a base hit past Clark into the corner. Is that 2? Leach firing it in. And Belcher has his second double of the year. The first one, if you watch the channel, was against the Cincinnati Reds. That was an incredible bounce off of somebody's head play. Whew. That resulted in a Dodger win, I believe. It was a very memorable moment in the season. If you care to, go back and watch the Reds game that he started. All right. I believe he almost got knocked out of that game early and then survived. Okay. So the situation is this. We need every run we can get against Russell. Nobody out. Murray and Daniels and perhaps Scioscia. Belcher a 4-runner, so not terrible, but not great either. The pitch to Murray, and he gets walked. Wow. Okay. Showing some respect there for Eddie after his big 3-run homer in the game before, yesterday. Now facing Daniels, and he has the power. 29 home runs on the season, looking for a 30th. This would be a time to get it. The pitch by Russell. Walks him. All right, he does the unintentional walk after the intentional walk. So the bases are loaded. Nobody out for Mike Scioscia, probably one of the best, if not the best, contact hitter on the team. Here's a chance to get some runs. Hopefully, more than one. The pitch by Russell. A base hit into right center. Let's see how deep that is. It's cut off by Leach. Is Murray going to try to score? No, he's going to hold at third. So we just do the merry-go-round there. Everybody moves up 90 feet. The Dodgers score a run on Tim Belcher. He can go over and cool off. Well, he doesn't really need to cool off, but calm down before he gets to come back out and pitch. The bases are still loaded, and there's still no one out for Jose Gonzalez. Not great numbers in the box, but let's see if he can make contact and get another run home. The pitch. Fly ball to right. Leach with a 6 arm, Murray with a 5 speed. Coming in, makes the catch. Murray tagging, and he'll score without a throw as it goes back into the infield to hold Daniels at second. The Dodgers score their second run and now lead 2-0 with Javier approaching the plate. Good numbers for him, including an on-base of 451 and an OPS of 862. Daniels a 5-runner at second, Scioscia a 4-runner at first base. Javier steps in against Russell, who's now up to 53 pitches out of a possible 115 on the game. Javier trying to get a hit here. The pitch. Ground ball to Thompson. This could be 2. Actually, Clark cuts it off in front of him. Fires to Riles, and they get Scioscia, but that's it. Javier beats it out. It's just a fielder's choice. There's 2 down. Now runners at the corners for Harris. Great numbers for him, including a 351 average. A base hit here could make it 3-0. Javier could steal, but we're not that kind of team. Pitch by Russell is a ground ball to Clark. That'll do it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and after a bases loaded, nobody out situation, the Dodgers only managed 2, but right now that's the lead. After 2.5, 2-0 Dodgers. Belcher will face the bottom of the lineup before flipping up to Butler at the top. Thompson, Russell's spot. I would imagine he's still going to hit. And then Butler. Only at 19 pitches thus far. Facing Thompson, who homered his last game against the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. It's one to left. Back goes Daniels. Is that gone? It doesn't look high enough. Daniels back. Makes the catch. 1 out for Russell. On the season, 7 hits and 67 at-bats for a 1.04 average. We'll pitch to him. He strikes out. Dropped by Scioscia. Fires over to Murray, and they get him. 2 down for Butler. Looks like a walk is a possibility based on that on base, but we're going to pitch at him. And it's a ground ball to Sharperson. He cuts in front of Vizcaino. Long throw. And it's on the money to get the speedy Butler. We're through 3. A third of this game has been completed, and the Dodgers lead in perhaps a championship game, 2-0. All right, Sharperson starts off the half inning against Russell, then Vizcaino and Belcher. Now it's 60 pitches, facing Sharperson, who's got a hit. This time he's a fly ball to right. Leach is under it. Can of corn comes down in his apron, and there's 1 out for Vizcaino. 0 for 1. But not now. Hits one over Riles' head into right field. Parker goes to retrieve, and there's a 1-out single. Vizcaino at 2%. Okay, now it goes up to 63%. 1 out. Here's Belcher. He can bunt. He's very good at bunting. Sometimes he's a pinch bunter for our team. And we're going to see if he can get Vizcaino to second. Pitch. Right to Clark. Waiting for it. Still bouncing. Finally gets it. Only play over to Thompson. Vizcaino moves to second with 2 outs for Eddie Murray, who was intentionally walked. and scored a run, and he struck out at the beginning of the game. Crucial situation here to try to get the Dodgers to 3. Vizcaino with a 6 speed most likely would score, and probably for sure would score if it's hit anywhere other than right field. So Murray steps in. Great numbers, OPS of 1.180, but he's got to get a hit here. Second in the National League in hitting batting average at 339. The pitch by Russell. He walks him again. His second intentional walk. Let me just say, that is showing some nice respect for Eddie Murray, who's had an incredible season. But that's why we bet Cal Daniels right behind him. He's not bad either. 292 average. Again, 29 home runs, 100 RBI, a 903 OPS. So pick your poison. 2 on now, 2 out for Daniels. And he can break it open here with a big hit. Pitch by Russell at 71. Liner right at Thompson. And he makes a great play to escape damage. The Dodgers strand 2. We're through 3.5. It's only 2-0 Dodgers. Look at the difference. I know he's pitched an extra half inning. Russell's thrown 74 pitches already, whereas Belcher's thrown 30. Now, it's only a 2-0 lead. But if you're looking to get length out of your starter, that's incredibly good. All right, it doesn't matter. He's got to step on the mound against Clark, Leach, and Parker here. And you're going to want to be careful here with Clark, but we're going to go at him with the 2-run lead. The pitch. Ground ball to Sharperson. He waits for it, comes in on the grass. Plenty of time. Clark not super speedy, and he throws him out. Nice throw by Sharperson. 1 out for Leach. He's 1 for 1 on the game. No power to speak of, so we're going to go at him. The pitch. Ground ball this time to Vizcaino. Comes all the way in on the grass. Long throw. Slingshot throw to Murray. Gets him. Boy, good day to have some top-notch defense on the infield so far. 2 outs for Parker. Pitch by Belcher. Fly ball to center. Gonzalez coming in. Taking his time. Makes the grab. We're through 4. In a pitcher's duel, the Dodgers lead 2-0. All right, Socha leads off. He's 2 for 2 against Russell. A double and a single. Russell at 74 pitches. Going into the 5th. Here's Socha. It's a fly ball to right. That's just a can of corn. Leach unfurls the apron and makes the catch. 1 out for Gonzalez. Great numbers there. Last time up, flied out and got a run home on a sacrifice fly, and he struck out. The pitch by Russell. Fly ball to center. Still going up. Looks like Butler's got a bead on it, and he makes the grab. 2 out for Javier. Great numbers. Look at the slug even. Pitch by Russell. Ground ball to Riles. He's ranging to his right. He makes the grab, but he can't make the throw on the speedy Javier, and he has an infield single. That will not help the pitch total. Now up to 83 for Rick, facing Harris. Good numbers for him. Let's see what happens. The pitch by Russell. There's a fly ball to right. That's an easy play for Leach. He makes the grab. And we're through 4.5. The Dodgers strand another runner. They've left 7 on, but they do lead 2-0. Williams, Kennedy, Riles for Belcher, who's known to give up the long ball, and Matt Williams known to hit him. So he's already flied to deep center. We pitched around him. We're going to try to do that again. Pitch by Belcher. Fly ball to left. Way back. Oh, that's gone. Way out of here. Even though we pitched around him, it didn't matter. He parked that one way in the left field bleachers. Almost hit the sign. And the lead is cut in half as Belcher gives up Williams' 34th home run, 338 feet, and it's 2-1 Dodgers. He's just, that's one of his weaknesses. All right, got to regroup. Only the second hit from Belcher, or off of Belcher. Facing Kennedy. The pitch, we're going to pitch around again. It's a fly ball to left. It looks playable for Daniels. Near the line, On the track, makes the grab. 1 out for Riles. Looks good. We're going to pitch to him. Ground ball. I think it's Murray. He gets it. He flips it underhand to Belcher, and I think they get him by a step. 2 outs for Thompson. Again, Thompson with a home run. Only his 13th on the season, but does have the pop. But we're going to go at him. Here's the pitch by Belcher. Ground ball to Harris. This looks like it's going to be close. Quick throw to Murray. Gets him by a couple steps. We're through 5, and the Dodgers lead 2-1. Now, at any time, I could pull him, and you say, he's only thrown 56 pitches. Yeah, but it's a 2-1 game, and he can give up home runs. So, some more offense would be nice to feel comfortable. I do have Hartley, and he could probably finish the game. You need 12 outs to a championship. So, you got to think about that. Here's Russell. He strikes out Sharperson. He's now at 91 pitches. Here's Vizcaino with a hit and 2 at-bats. He gets another hit there. Past the diving Riles into left field. So, base runner on. 1 out for Belcher, so that's a moot point on hitting for him. He's going to bunt here and try to get Vizcaino to second. And he does it. Very successful. Clark waiting a long time to get it. Easy. Takes his time with Belcher, and they get him. 2 outs. Vizcaino on second. We had the situation previously, and he walked Eddie Murray. See what happens here. Base hit, probably? Well, definitely. In left and center, gets a run home. The pitch to Murray. And he just hits a regular old ground ball to Thompson. He's got it. Over to Clark. Strand, their 8th runner, do the Dodgers. We're through 5.5. It's 2-1. Okay, bottom of the lineup starts with Russell. I doubt they would hit for him, but it's close. Only 12 pitches left in the arsenal. Let's see. Ah, that is it. Mike Laga coming into bat. Now, with a 1-run lead like this, maybe say that's it for Belcher. Even though he's only given up 2 hits, cannot give up another long ball. He is not the type of pitcher that you can allow to give up a couple hits and then pull him and get help. He has to be yanked. I'm thinking of a game, I think it was game number 25 of the season against Philadelphia, where I left him in 1 batter too long, gave up a 3-run homer, and I figured that was it for the game. But we came back and won, and this team can, but so far, not very much offense against Rick Russell. Although he's gone, bullpen for the Giants is also good. So, all right, not great numbers except for the slug here. Let's take a look at the bullpen. 12 outs from a win and the division championship. See if there's a big difference here. Hartley's 604. It's not a huge difference. And slug it probably is. Almost 100 points. Seems like lefties, he doesn't hit lefties as well. But let's go to, I mean, you got to be careful now. This team is very good. He has a gigantic, I mean, he's only had 4 at-bats. He has a home run and 4 at-bats. He has powers against lefties, so we're going to give him 1 more at-bat. We're definitely going to be pitching around here, though. Yeah. Pitch by Belcher. Ground ball to Harris. Steady as you go. Over to Murray. They get him by plenty. Nothing to worry about there. 1 out. Here's Butler. He's 0 for 2. But he's a pest. If he gets on base, you only have a 1-run lead. The wind is now blowing in at 1 mile an hour. Clark on deck. Let's see if there's any difference. We have a full bullpen, except for our injured pitcher, Wetland. We're good. Boy, he's just a good hitter. All right, we're going to go at him. See what happens. Pitch by Belcher. Struck him out. 3 Ks for Belcher. And now you got to be really careful with Will. 17 home runs on the season. We're going to pitch around and see if we can get him. It's a ground ball over the mound of Vizcaino to his left. Easy throw to Murray to get Clark. We're through 6. And the Dodgers lead after 2/3 of the game is complete. 2-1. Almost forgot that part. Sorry. All right. Randy O'Neal ended the game. Don't know Randy particularly well. On the replays, got an ERA of 6.14, 11 hits in 7 and a third innings pitched, 5 walks, 8 Ks, 1 home run. Well, this is the guy to hit a home run. Cal Daniels, with the most on the team, faces him. First pitch. Ground ball to Thompson. Been a busy guy out there. Flips to Clark, and they get Daniels easily. 1 out. For Scioscia, 2 for 3, a double and a single. And he's flied out. Facing O'Neal, the pitch is a liner right at Williams. He's got it. 2 down. For Gonzalez, good power, good numbers. Let's see what happens. The pitch. Easy ground ball to Williams. You know if he gets to it, ooh, it's going to be close. Long throw. Doesn't get him. Gonzalez beats it out for a hit. All right. Usually when it gets over there to third, Williams just slings it across and gets you. That time a little too late. Says charges, gloves it, has to hurry, throw to first. He narrowly beats the throw with great hustle down the line. All right. 2 out. Infield single. Sometimes that's the spark to a big inning. Let's hope so. Gonzalez at first. Javier 1 for 3 in the game with a single. Facing O'Neal, the pitch. First a throw over. Gonzalez back. He is. 82%. Very tempting to try to run here. But we're not that type of team. The pitch. Ground ball to Riles. This should be an easy one. He's going to go the short way and get Gonzalez a second. We're through 6.5. The Dodgers lead, but narrowly, 2-1. Leach, Parker, and Williams. And I'm doubting we're going to get to Williams. And at this point, I feel like I could go to the pen. Now, normally I would probably not, and probably let a pitcher try to finish this off, especially like Ramon. But with a 1-run lead, and Mike Hartley doesn't always pitch great on the road. So it's a gamble here. You don't know what you're going to get. Belcher has pitched great. Leach, not very good against lefties. That will probably trigger somebody off the bench. Let's look at their bench. Kingery, maybe? Kingery against lefties is really good. Wow. So I don't know if I want to make that move or not. 9 outs to a win. Leach has lined a single and grounded. Where did the box go? It just disappeared. Let's go away and see if we can come back. There's the box against him. 4-0-2 on base. It's not good. Belcher is strong. Can go to Hartley right now. Parker on deck. Leach on the season with 0 home runs. He's only given up 2 hits. We're going to go at him. Here we go. Liner into right. Figures. Base hit for Leach. All right, well, that's it. And we've got ourselves, oh no, who's hurt? And it's Javier. Okay, we were trying to avoid an injury. And we couldn't get past the clinching game without one. So a lot has gone wrong here in this half inning. Giving up a leadoff single with Williams looming ahead. Belcher is probably done. See what it's like against Parker. Not very good against right-hander. Can he bunt? He's a decent bunter, not great. All right, first we got to fill in the blanks here. I think what we'll do is we'll put... I better go over here before I mess it up. I've done that before as well. Oh, I feel like we're in trouble. I feel like this game is doomed right now. We can put Gibson in Javier's spot. And Gibson will play center field, and that'll move Gonzalez over to right. Okay. That fixes that. Okay, now you want to pitch to Parker here. Boy, oh boy, I'm going to really kick myself for not bringing in Hartley, huh? Well, Hartley's coming in on the next batter for sure, unless there's a 2-run homer, and then there's no point in bringing him in. Let's face him. Let's see how bad Belcher is. The pitch. It is a bunt. Sharperson comes in, cross to first. They get him. All right, well, all that did is open up a spot. Dave Anderson will be the new pinch runner for Leach to try to get Williams. Williams is not going to hit. I'm intentionally walking him. So 2 on now, 1 out. And here's Kennedy. Those are not great numbers. But let's see if there's a weakness here. It's against a right-hander. All right, we're going to go for the win right here. Belcher's gone long enough. We're going to bring in Mike Hartley. Okay, Mike is good most of the time. Mike on the season. Excuse me. Mike on the season has inherited 40 runners and only allowed 8 to score at a 20% clip. So it's his ball for the rest of the game. He should have enough pitches. 75. Can he get the outs we need? There's the numbers in the box. You see, we're going right at him with no more bases to put him on. Ground ball to Murray. Eddie's got it. Flips to Vizcaino. For 1, back to Murray. The runner is out, and Kennedy makes 2. And you talk about some relief right there. Double play. Gets the Dodgers out of the half inning. We're through 7. They still lead by 1 run, 2-1. Wow. Okay, well, for all the bad calls I made in the half inning, that was a really good one. All right. Still worrying about Javier. 6 outs to a championship. But sure could use another run, guys. Here is Sharperson, Vizcaino, and Hartley's spot. Here's walks. He's on. Hartley's spot is going to be hit by Hartley. He's in. Hopefully to get 6 more outs. Sharperson can bunt well, but we don't play like that. We're going for the hits here. Throw over. Harris is back. Pitch to Sharper. They bring the infield in again. I'm not doing that. And they throw it away. Harris moves into scoring position with nobody out. Now I'm thinking about bunting. Now they bring the infield back. It's a 2-2 count. He's a 7 bunter with Vizcaino on deck and then Hartley. Nope, we're going to take 2 shots at this. We're not bunting. We got the runner in scoring position. The pitch to Sharperson. Ground ball to Thompson. This is as good as a bunt. He waits for it. A flip to Clark. They get the out, but Harris moves to third. Okay. Are they going to intentionally walk Vizcaino here? 2 for 3 on the game. All he needs is a fly ball. Harrison, 8 speed, should be able to, even a ground ball. The infield is not in. Please pitch to Vizcaino. Nope. And they make the correct move. That's what I would have done. Walked him. So there's runners at the corners with 1 out, and Hartley is up. Mike on the season, 10 hits and 66 at-bats for a 152 average. He's probably going to strike out. But we're going to let him swing and hope. Maybe he can make contact. Hit it to anybody. Well, now with Bass in right field, that's only a 4-arm. Harris would score probably on any kind of fly ball. Here we go. The pitch. Struck him out. And here comes Bedrosian. Steve Bedrosian coming in to face Eddie Murray. Now they can walk Murray for the 3rd time intentionally, but that would leave the bases loaded for Daniels. I don't think they want to do that with 2 outs. It's still a 2-1 game. Putting yourself in a vice. Eddie, you see the numbers, 365. On base of 601, slug, same. OPS of 1202. He came up in a clutch situation like this in the last game and hit a 3-run homer. That was against Atlee Hammaker, where I made fun of his hitting against lefties. He hits righties well. He just needs a base hit here to get an insurance run home. Let's see if they pitch to him, and let's see what happens. Big play in this game. Pitch by Bedrosian. Walks him. 3rd time he's been walked today. And the bases, this one's a regular walk, not an intentional. And the bases are loaded for Cal Daniels. He's 0 for 3 on the game. There's his numbers. 291 average, 545 on base, 514 slug for an OPS of 1.059. Big play right here. Could burst this game wide open. You got some good speed. Everybody at least average or better on the base paths. For Daniels, the pitch by Bedrosian. Ground ball to Thompson. He's got it. He'll flip to Riles. And the Dodgers leave the bases loaded. Now have left 12 on base. We're through 7.5. And only lead 2-1. Okay, well, you've seen this movie before. When teams have so many chances to score more runs and they don't get it done, you know what usually happens. But you still lead, and you still only need 6 outs to win the division championship. And you've got your best pitcher, other than Ramon, in the game. So, what do? You try to fix the defense to help him. That means Mike Sharperson is done. Jeff Hamilton will come in as a defensive replacement, and he'll go in Sharperson's spot. That's pretty good. In terms of the outfield, I can't do much with that since I lost Javier. Okay, 6 outs. Let's see if they can do it. First up, Ernest Riles, the pitch by Hartley. Ground ball to Vizcaino, who comes in. Quick throw to Murray, and he throws it away. 25th error on the season, and it goes into the dugout, so it's a double, essentially a double error. 2 bases. And the Giants have the tying run at second and no one out. And that was not Hartley's fault. All right. He pitched in a jam last time. See if he can pitch out of this one. Here's Thompson. Not great numbers. But at this point, he just needs to move him to 3rd. Let's see if he can avoid that. Hartley's pitch. Walks him. Darn it. That is rare. Hartley gives up the walk, and now we're in big trouble as Greg Litton is up to hit versus Hartley. You see the wheels coming off right here. So close to a win. Just want to take a little look here. Better against lefties. Okay. There's not a lot I can do right here. Hope. Pitch by Hartley. Hits him. Oh my gosh. And as good as Hartley pitched in the last half inning, that's how bad he's pitched in this one. And now you have the top of the order with Butler, Clark, and Bass, and bases are loaded. Wow. And now you're not going to give up the tying run. You're going to give up the go-ahead run with only 3 outs left. Wow. Been a very trusted player on this team. It's hard to believe. And this is a guy who makes contact. He does not strike out. All right, let's take a look at the bullpen. I got to do everything I can possibly do here. I don't think there's much difference, maybe slightly against lefties. I don't trust any of these guys. Walsh. Well, let's take a look. I don't think it really matters. Clark against lefties is much better. So if I pull him, it's just for one. And I'm not going to do that. I don't think this game is winnable right now. But we'll see. Here's a pitch. I'm not bringing the infield up. And there's a base hit. It just felt like, you know, with all the runners being stranded, that it wasn't going to happen today. And it's not. They only score a run on the play. And Hamilton, the defensive replacement, made a poor play there. All right, so we're going to pull Hartley. This game is probably over. Let's see. Bases are loaded. There's still nobody out, and the game is now tied. Would take a miracle, pretty much, to get out of this jam. We're going to try Jay Howell. I know, if you've watched this channel, what that means. It's the same thing as waving the white flag. The pitch to Clark. Walks him. And the Giants lead 3-2. Wow. What a disappointing game. But I will say this. The mantra of this team is score 5 runs, and they didn't do it. All right, Howell's the sacrificial lamb. He's going to stay in there. And Gibson's going to make a catch. All you can do and hope for now is that Javier's not hurt too much. That's a fly ball. Sacrifice fly. That gets a run home. It's now 4-2. And Bedrosian's spot, he'll probably hit. No, Mike Benjamin coming in to hit. And Howell's going to face him. There goes Butler to third. He'll steal that. I didn't pay attention. And he easily steals it. That'll probably mean another run here against Benjamin. He gets a base hit. Oh, Howell is so bad. Well, at least he's eating up some pitches here that somebody else doesn't have to throw. Facing Matt Williams. Wow. Good luck. Ground ball to Murray. Flips to Vizcaino, and Williams beats it out. So no double play there. They've scored 4 here in the bottom of the 8th, and the Dodgers lead 5-2. Terry Kennedy hits a comebacker to Howell, and that'll end the half inning. The error starts the floodgates, and they just blow through the Dodgers pitching. We're through 8. It's 5-2 Giants. Wow. 6 outs from a win, and that error really hurt. And we've prided ourselves on being able to overcome errors. This is not a good defensive team. But that was not a good sequence to give up 4 runs in a half inning. All right, Socha leads off the 9th. He's facing Hector Macho Camacho, and it looks like he hit a home run. Oh, if he would have batted one spot earlier and hit a grand slam. Wow. How that I don't know that would have made any difference, though. We would have played it differently, though. That's his 19th home run for Mike, 351 feet. And that's it for Ernie Camacho. He was not macho. He goes up a solo shot. It's 5-3. And here comes Mr. Relief for the Giants. Brantley with 18 saves on the season. Only 54 hits and 75 in a third innings pitch with 56 Ks. A 4-1 record. Yeah, we're going to have a hard time scoring again. Gonzalez will get the first shot. He's got a base hit into right. He does. So the tying run will come to the plate. Unfortunately, nobody here has a ton of power beyond Daniels and I guess Murray. So Kirk's going to get a chance to swing against Brantley. Gonzalez, even at 80%, not going to run. We're going to throw over there. Hopefully he doesn't get picked off. He doesn't. Pitch by Brantley. There's a ground ball to Riles. Is that 2? They'll flip it to Thompson. And I think I don't know what to think. They got one. They got Gonzalez. Riles dives to his left. He feels it. He steps on second. Okay, he didn't flip it to anybody, and then he threw it to Clark to try to get Gibson, but he beat it out. So 1 out. Tying run still at the plate for Harris. Harris on the season has a robust 1 home run. The pitch by Brantley is a fly ball to right. Bass is under it. No problem with that. 2 down. Dodgers down to their final attempt. We're not going to send Gibson to second when we're down by 2 runs. It's up to Hamilton, the defensive replacement, to get a hit to keep the game alive. Gibson a 96% chance. We're gonna try to do that. Oh no, we're not. There's no point. And Hamilton will ground out. Riles will go the short way to Thompson, and that's it. The Dodgers blow this game in the bottom of the 8th, giving up 4 runs and end up losing 5-3. No championship today. We go to the final game of the series tomorrow. The Dodgers will have another chance. The key to this game was the left on base. The Dodgers left a bunch on base. Here's the stats. Not pretty here for Mike Hartley. Only the second time this season he's blown a save attempt. 3 earned runs in 2/3 of the game. That is not the Mike Hartley I know. And let's see if it shows left on base. That was the key to the game, I think. 13 runners left on. And Javier is done not only for the season, but maybe into the playoffs. October 6th. That's a terrible injury, and that's exactly what I don't mind the loss so much, but October 6th. Okay, well, nothing I can do about it now. We'll let the game repopulate. The Giants move within 4. The only thing they can possibly force is a game 163. The Dodgers still only need 1 more win. The Giants still only need 1 more loss. 4 games remain. The final game against San Francisco will be next time. I'll have to reevaluate and see if Hartley's even available. But whatever choice I made in the 8th was a bad one. And I would say you can blame the game on Hartley. You can blame the game on Vizcaíno's error. But you really got to blame the game on hitting. Got to score more than 3 runs total in a game and hope to win with this team. We don't have a bunch of aces thrown out there. So Tim Belcher gets honorable mention. He pitched really well, but nothing to show for it. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Missed It by How Much.